Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Department of Gender Affairs has launched its Girls Mentorship program under the theme Own Your Power, Becoming the Best Version of You. Here is more in this report.
Alicia Hull, Izania Batson, Shamara Murray, Solange Stevens, Shantiana Wilkinson, Denicia James, Tanika Jeffers, and Denicia Brown were officially inducted into the program and pinned by Deputy Governor General Her Honor Hailita Liburd. Catherine Fobbs of the Department of Gender Affairs gave an overview of the program.
This program provides the girls with meaningful academic, cultural, and social and leadership guidance. The program will provide the young ladies with opportunities for leadership building, self-awareness, cultural exchange, volunteerism, and academic choices through structured training programs as well as very interactive social events. The long-term goal is to assist in the overall improvement of the lives of girls 11 to 19 years through this mentorship program that would empower them through education, support, and the protection of their human rights, regardless of social or economic status.
The first cohort of the program will be from the Charlestown Secondary School, and the other two secondary schools will follow yearly. Minister of Gender Affairs, the Honorable General Nisbet, in delivering remarks, also endorsed the Girls Mentorship Program.
This is the idea behind this mentorship program, to be able to connect young girls like yourselves to older women who have achieved much, who have overcome challenges, and are still trying to give back and inspire those that are coming after. It is part of our goal at the Department of Gender Affairs to be able to help to shape your lives in such a way that you can become the best version of yourselves. So I want to implore you to take advantage of this opportunity. You will get different opportunities to interact with a cross-section of individuals, to do a cross-section of activities, and I want you to embrace it all. Some of it will be fun, so you'll have activities, you'll have games and socials, etc. And some of it will demand commitment from you. It will demand that you put effort into your schoolwork, into your extracurriculars, into your time management, into improving yourselves. And that also has to get the same interest and commitment as all the fun aspect. So I just want to encourage you to take advantage of all the opportunities that come before you. And so I'm happy to endorse this program and to endorse you young ladies. I know that you are already leaders today, and you will indeed become better leaders of tomorrow. So congratulations in taking that first step towards a future that you're going to shape and create for yourselves.
Also present at the ceremony and delivering remarks were Assistant Secretary in the Ministry of Gender Affairs, Latoya Jeffers, Principal Education Officer, Londa Brown, and Chief Executive Officer and owner of the Respite, Dr. Curtis Clark. Reporting for the Nevis newscast, I am Fredicia Liburd.
Minister of Education, the Honorable Troy Liburd, says the achievements of Charlestown Secondary School CSS Alumni over the past 75 years are a powerful reminder of what is possible when young people are given the tools, support, and belief to pursue their dreams.
This school has been the launchpad for athletes, artists, leaders, and change makers. The roster of CSS alumni in sports alone is a source of tremendous pride. In cricket, we have Keith Atherton, Stuart Williams, and Carl Tuckett, who have all passed through the school. In netball, we have Bernadette Bartlett, Carol Liburd Ward, Lydia Thompson, and Chantel Isles. In swimming, we celebrate young Troy Nisbet, the first person the first person to represent our federation in swimming at the Olympics Games. And in track and field, we have had notable persons such as Maritza Williams, Tanika Liebert, and Kervin Wallace, who have flown our federation's flag high on the international stage.
The Education Minister was addressing a special event on May 1st to launch the calendar of events CSS is hosting in celebration of its 75th anniversary under the theme 75 Years of Excellence, Honoring the Past, Inspiring the Future.
As we look ahead, our task is clear. We must continue to honor the legacy of those who built the institution, from its pioneering founders and teachers to the alumni who have become ambassadors of excellence. By investing in the next 75 years, let us embrace innovation, champion inclusivity, and ensure that every child who walks through these gates, they feel seen, valued, and are inspired to achieve.
The event also saw items by past and present students and teachers, as well as the unveiling of a monument celebrating the 75th anniversary of Charlestown Secondary School. The activities will continue with a Thanksgiving service on Wednesday, May 21st, a carnival and fair on May 30th, a gala and award ceremony on June 21st, a production on July 5th, a luncheon on September 26th, a pageant on October 18th, and the Merrill Carbon Invitational on December 7th. The Charlestown Secondary School was established on May 24th, 1950. Still to come.
For the month of March, our 2% tourism levy yielded an unprecedented $565,378.07.
The details after this break.
The people of Nevis have long remained connected to the gifts nature has bestowed.
As an ambassador of this majestic island, it is my duty to encourage my people to nurture, preserve, and protect what makes us unique as a people and strong as a country.
This one is dedicated to my lovely little island.
Welcome back. The island of Nevis continues to experience a boom in tourism. That is according to Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley.
For the month of March, our 2% tourism levy yielded an unprecedented $565,378.07. That is, I'm advised, over 200,000 more than it would have yielded last year at the same time. And I think that that is very significant. It says that we're moving in the right direction.
At his April 28th press conference, Premier Brantley advised that with the passage of the Amenities for Tourists Amendment Bill 2025 in the Nevis Island Assembly, the Tourism Development Levy will be increased effective June 1st, 2025.
It is currently at 2%, and it will be increased by an additional 1% to 3% as of the 1st of June. Now, this is the money that is raised to support the marketing of the island of Nevis, so far as tourism is concerned. And so we would have gone to the House, we would have passed the necessary legislation, very, very cursory legislation in terms of, I think it was just a one-liner, but it generated hours of conversation and debate, because some did not seem to understand that it is not a tax on the hotel or the restaurant or the guest house. It is in fact a tax on the consumer, that is the person who stays at the hotel, at the guest house, or eats at the restaurant. And all that the guest house owner, the business operator is doing is collecting that tax, which they then pay over to the government. Now you may ask, why the 1st of June? And again, coming out of our stakeholder consultations, many of them said that they already had groups that were booked and would have booked, and the cost quoted to them would have been based on the 2%. And so we said, okay, let us not implement it for this season. Let us implement it starting in June, which will then impact the upcoming season. So all of this was done through consultation with the stakeholder group, which is our hotels, guest houses, and restaurants.
Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley. The Ministry of Human Resources in the Nevis Island Administration is informing of scholarship opportunities for persons interested in pursuing undergraduate and graduate programs in the Republic of Indonesia. The undergraduate programs being offered are English education, electrical engineering, civil engineering, architecture, agrotechnology, accounting, management, law, as well as forestry and informatics engineering. The graduate programs being offered are pedagogy, environmental science, management, agricultural science, and computer science. The scholarship will cover tuition, accommodation, and an allowance of approximately $90 monthly. Applicants are required to apply online via the link on your screen. A copy of the submitted application must be presented to the Ministry of Human Resources on or before June 23, 2025. If you require additional information, contact the Ministry of Human Resources at 469-5521 extension 5163, 5164, or 5166. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.